Luffy ambition, king of the rappers, the mission. I see they got.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Murata Music with 3-piece TCG, big Pirates TCG, and 2D. You're locked into the OG Rosi Ploffy creator, dog, and we are getting right into it. All right, so do smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in the comments, let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. Okay, so first off, I know you see this burning a hole in your screen. If you want to get a hold of the sauciest character design I've ever seen in my life, go on down to kdesign.com, use Murata, use 3-piece TCG. I'm gonna get it right again. 3-piece TCG for 25% off your entire order. If you're looking to join that 3-piece Navy, dog, come on down, be smashing the finger popping, putting on that pressure, or big city hooping for the whole shebang. We're getting some games in for LCQ. All the music you hear is me. Now let's get to it. Okay, so things have changed. Things have come, things have gone. And the original Red Purple Luffy video I came out with, I believe it's like February 27th. Yes, I am the guy. When you're like, oh, I heard that, yeah, somebody topped with, I'm the guy who made it. Find me a video that's before February 27th. Please, I'll wait, okay? So I came up with this originally for Red Purple Luffy, and then we moved it over to Purple Luffy. And the reason why is because, and I've always said this, you can go back on my older videos, I've always said Red Purple Luffy, I put it in him, this guy right here, and then Black Purple Luffy, wherever they are. We'll never find them. We'll never find Black Purple Luffy right here. Another K design art. But yeah, I said that this was the sauciest, this was the most consistent, this was the most powerful, okay? Now, the thing about it is, as the new stuff came out, I kind of said, you know what, the ban list, I'm going to go check out with Ploffy, see how we're doing. I did really good. The deck does really good. And, you know, came in second place at locals, played 2 Zoros, won 1, lost 1, won against a Shanks, won against a Black Purple Luffy. I think the deck is really strong, very consistent. However, this has always been the strongest. And what's happened in OP12 is it's got just a teensy-weensy more consistent. And that's all we've ever been looking for out of this leader. So, for the uninitiated, if you have 0 Dawn cards in your field or 8 or more Dawn cards in your field, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck or whatever and set it as active, okay? And you can do that once per turn. Now, the 0 we're not worried about. We're just worried about getting to 8. So, this leader inherently just works the goodest with the Doflamingo package. Why? Because once we get to 8, we get to 9. Okay, because we immediately ramp to 9. Okay, so then we play this out, -1, get trash whatever, and we already have 3 Dawn active. That means we are immediately Horny Jones proof if we wanted to run a Gum Gum Giant, right? And we're also doing that so early in the game, thanks to our ramping options, that we're typically not even worried about it, which means we can swing 7 that same turn. That's what was so crazy about RP Luffy, is that they were able to ramp that Dawn and swing all the Dawn and then get 2 Dawn back active sexually. Okay, so that's a teeny tiny like microwave history lesson on why this has always been so great. But let's talk about the deck list and what's changed. Okay, so Sugar's still here. Nothing's changed. Okay, great. We want to search out our pieces. If we see Sugar early, we like to go first in a lot of matches. Second is fine too, but especially against Bonnie and, you know, different matchups like that, we'd like going first, drop down a Sugar. Next turn, we rest Sugar. We're looking for Doflamingo over everything, and the reason why is because we have 7 targets here, but we only have 4 Dofis. Actually, we have 11. We'll talk about that. We got 11 targets we can play off a Dofi, but there's only 4 Dofis, right? So we really want those Dofis. Next, Pudding. Charlotte Pudding. Now, this is the creme de la Edgar of searchers for us right now. Look at the top 4, and this came out in OP12. Look at the top 4 of your deck, reveal up to 1 Sanji or event card, add it to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Real quick footnote, guys, if you saw my post from yesterday, I already came in first place with this list at locals, and I played against who did I play first? I played against a Lucci, which I'm kind of not supposed to win. I played against a Zoro, which I kind of built the deck for. I played against a red black Sabo, which big shout out to Avocado bars, avocado with the Sabo. Uh, and that was a saucy ass list, but my Noral Beam came in clutch. And then I played a Rayleigh, drew like dog shit, but was able to pull it off thanks to events, and we'll talk about that. So that's the thing. Charlotte Pudding searches out 2, 4, 8, 10, 12, 16, 24 cards. Charlotte Pudding searches 24 cards. This searcher is probably not going to miss. Probably not going to miss. And those are red events and those are purple events. That's another reason why we like sugar, because with this, we'll get to it. But so, yes. Now, you got to be mindful of when you're going to search. With sugar, you can almost search whenever, because sugar's either going to give you your, your ramp or this. Sugar's got 2, 6, 8, 12, 16, 19 targets. Okay. This one has 24. So, you know what I mean? You just got to be mindful of what pieces you're trying to put together, and then you go for it, right? But very pivotal. If we hold on to them, especially after we've got a board and we don't really care to see another Dofi. If we find ourselves in a situation where we don't really care to see another Dofi or mom or anything like that, you're fucking big city hooping already. So now you're going to search out. You probably got all the cards you need. Now you're going to search out one of these events, and it's going to be game breaking. Game breaker, EA Sports, big. All right. Senior Pink. Senior Pink allows us to recycle our purple events. Now, of our purple events, the only ones we're really trying to recycle are these three, these three different types of events. We love Gum Gum Giant, but Gum Gum Giant is not always the answer, and you'll see that because I'm going to be uploading all of my matches from IRL tournament. I'll just start today, actually, and then over the course of tomorrow, tonight, I got another locals. I'll get some more data. So if you are a member, it's going to be cashing in right now. So Gum Gum, they search out Gum Gum Giant. That's fine. That's not always the answer. We really like to recycle Hell's Judgment for Zoro or Noral Beam for just about anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Hell's Judgment really does put the muck on things. And I know I'm getting ahead. I'm talking about events, but it's kind of coming to me right now. So Hell's Judgment, minus 3K to Zoro, they're nullified. If they were swinging 8 into 6, that's minus 3 for the turn. If they don't have any more Dawn, they're done. Okay, so we like to minus 3 to the Zoro, and that almost takes them off the line. Then minus 3 something else takes them offline. Great. The Noral Beam is the game-winning card. This card will win you the game against Zoro, against Blackbeard. Blackbeard is a tougher matchup. They've gotten more pieces lately, but we'll talk about that. But anyways, the Noral Beam. Y'all have seen it a billion times before. They swing at me. I got a Noral Beam. They got a Blackbeard. That's their only blocker. I turn Blackbeard sideways. That's all she wrote. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, great card. Anyways, we're going into Rosinante. Cherry Bomb. I mean, this is just your piece. You got to run 4 of it. If we've ramped, we're definitely getting rid of one of these cards. Hold on to this one sometimes, because sometimes you might be able to KO something, a pesky blocker, and just go for game. Sometimes hold on to this one if you really need a draw, but typically we're going to trash this one and keep it moving. If we have purple events in here, like let's say we have this and we have this, we might trash this if we have a Senior Pink. You know what I'm saying? You got to think a little intuitively with this deck. It kind of flows, kind of go with the flow. But sometimes you really do want to draw 2 cards. Sometimes you don't want to draw 2 cards. Sometimes you're fine. You got everything you want. You don't want to risk it for the biscuit. You need this on defense the next turn. Don't get rid of nothing. Just hang on to them. Now, Monet is a new... I believe this was Stouffer that told me about that. And once Stouffer told me about, yo, you're not running Monet, and I was like, what? Monet? What are you talking about? OP12 cards, dog. So yeah, immediately, big shout out to Stouffer in the Discord. Thank you so much. That's what led to this and seeing, oh shit, we got some new support I'm not paying attention to. Wake up, right? So Monet is an automatic 4 of, because before we had Homeboy. Before we had Diamante. And Diamante was a 5 for 7. That's a big body. That's a big guy. That's a big body. Okay, and we do appreciate that. But what we appreciate more is a searchable 2K, right? And before we were running these, these were only for 2K. That's it. That's the only purpose they served. This list only has 8 2Ks, but the amount of events, yo, give me a second. But the amount of events that we're searching and cycling, keeping online, thanks to our Dawn, we got a lot more than what would be considered a 2K's worth of counter. Um, so searchable. Sometimes we do play it off of Dofi if we have nothing else. You really want to get value off your Dofi play. Really want to get 13 Dawn worth of cards out there if you can. So if you are in a position where you did not see one of these and this is all you got, hey, just roll with it. Just roll with it. Sanji's here because they're searched out by Pudding and they're a blocker. So sometimes we can drop a 6 cost. Most cards rest a 4, pop a 5, but a 6 is somewhat safe, pretty safe. So you know, if we drop this and we already got this established, we're gonna get 2 Dawn back. We're gonna play it for 4 essentially. So yeah, you know, it's good. Doflamingo. Okay, so Dofi, and you might see this in some games. I got a lot of games for you, a lot of examples. You know, I don't just like one and done and show you some off meta bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna really, you know, get into the nitty gritty with you guys. Hell, I'm gonna show you a whole tournament IRL, right? Um, Dofi is something that you always want to see in your opening hand. Guys, I've got to the point where as long as I see Dofi in my opening hand, I almost take. Because if I see Dofi in like one ramp card, I'm solid. I will see these in time. I will see one of these in time by turn 4. We're typically dropping this card, right? So if I see one of these by turn 4, I mean, I've got a, what is it, 8, 11 out of 50 card chance to see one of these by turn 4 after I've already drawn 5 cards, maybe taken a hit or 2, you know what I mean, maybe searched. I know I'll be good. So Dofi's good. Another note about Dofi, though, if you are ever in a position where you don't have one of these cards, right, and you're at like 9 Dawn or 8 Dawn, whatever you're at, ramp that Dawn, use that Dofi, and do your thing. Or if you're at 10 Dawn, use Dofi, minus that 1, don't play anything, and then just ramp that Dawn back and play Dofi out for 7. So now he's a 7 for 9 vanilla statted body. That's what we love about this. That's also what we love about getting rid of one of these cards, right? Because you play 2 and then you replace 2. So that's, you get what I'm saying? So that's just something to think about for Dofi. And the same thing applies for Charlotte Linland. So how we like to do, our flow chart is literally already played out for us. It's already played out. It's pretty funny. We like to search early, right? We like to establish a body if we can, or ramp, I guess. Play Dofi out, boom, 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 and then we start playing Lin. The reason we start playing Lin is this is where we start to gain life, which is essentially drawing a card, and we get to put up one of their threats that is 6 or less, and that covers the Cavendishes, the Carrots, that covers secret finisher $1 billion Luffy. It's everybody. It's everybody. Hell, it's well, against Blackbeard, you typically don't get much value out of this card because they tend to obviously black hole you. But anyways, this is where we start to swing the thing in our favor. This is a huge card into Rayleigh and any kind of rush down. This card is what'll win the Rayleigh match, and I'll show you that as well. The reason being is that, of course, we're getting another life, we're removing a threat, we're establishing a 9K body. Those huge things are those 3 things are what swing the tide in our favor in a huge way, is what I'm trying to say. Bars. So yeah, plenty O times. You just put something to the bottom of their life. You're ready for the next turn. God willing, you've already had this established. But if you watch you watched me play against my dog Lad in finals IRL. I'll be uploading that soon. I drew dog shit, but hey, I still came out undefeated, so we'll talk about that later. Anyways, Kamakuro Jusuchi, just 10 layer what is it, igloo. All right, check this out. This card and this card serve just about the same function, except this one does not cause a minus of anything. So what I mean by that is this minus is 3 to 2 different people, right? Cool. And you got to get rid of a Dawn to do so. This one gives you +3, which essentially should get you out of that attack, and then -2 to another character. So it's 1k off, right? Which is why it's not any Don minusing. But again, there's no Don minusing. So in niche situations, this will get you out of the thing. Now, where this one shines more than Hell's Judgment, and you'll see this in some of my videos as well. When we're able to draw into this card, if this is a singular attack, like I mean, you are swinging 10 to me personally. Okay, well, Hell's Judgment will take you down from 10 to 7, but then I'm a 6k leader, which is great, but I still got to come up with a 2k, right? If you swing 10 at Luffy, because you're like, I'm gonna, I want to make sure that even if he uses Gum Gum Giant, he still has to give me a counter of some sort, right? Cool. I'm gonna go up 3, so that's 9, and I'm gonna bring you down to 8. That's 8 to 9. This card can make up the difference of 4k. Actually, yeah. So this card can get out of a 10k swing with Luffy, only with Luffy, right? Because he's a 6k body. But this is a 5k turnaround for one attack. Straight up. You attack me, 10 to 6, rest 2 Dawn, I'm out of it. Who's next? Oh, you were going for game. I have gotten out of 15k swings with this. Why? Because I go to 10, or excuse me, I go to 8. They go down to, what is it, 13, and then Gum Gum Giant, and then Buffoonery, right? So we really love this one. But just keep in mind, this cannot be brought back by Senor Pink, right? Okay, now we got Mulgun, the Gum Gum Mulgun. Another great card. This is what's going to win our matchup against Green Purple, and really other ones too. I mean, against Lucci, against different people, it'll kind of help get rid of those chump blockers. Against Green, it helps against the chump blockers. If they want to post up with some walk it out, we get the minus walk it down to 5. Down to 3. Pop the Rosi blocker, and then keep it moving, right? We like it. We love it. We don't want more than 2 of it. It also really helps us against the blue purple Luffy, UP Luffy, right? Why? Because we'll get to a place where we're both establishing our 9k bodies, but they do have one card that will remove ours. We got 2 of them that will lower this down, lower their cards down, and then typically it doesn't pop. They don't really run chump blockers. If they did, they'd be gone, right? But we take 5k off of a 9k body, and then we swing into it 6 to 4, and they got to give us 2 cards or let their Mihawk go. Works. Gum Gum Giant, goated. We need it. It makes it fair. We already talked about Hell's Judgment. We already talked about Neural Beam Sword. Lead Performer. Okay, so if you're going second, man, palms itching, dog. You know what that means. Eczema, and I'm about to get paid. Lead Performer Disaster. So this is a great card because it's always been a great ramp card. We've always loved Lead Performer Disaster. You go back, we've always loved it. The thing about this card is it also draws us a card, right? The thing about this card is once it's irrelevant, it gets recycled to draw 2 more cards. You see what I'm saying? Thing about this card is if we're stuck going second and we see this on curb, big city hooping, okay? So thing about this card is that regardless of going first or second, well, if we're going first, we're going to ramp on turn 3 with this card or with this card, which brings me to this card. If we can go first against Bonnie, I have found really good success. The flow chart of this deck seems to really flow, if you will. Why? This is turn 1. Turn 2, we got 3 Dawn. We search out our Dofley. We swing 7 or 8. We're just trying to bust them up. And then the next turn, they establish their Cavendish, God Thread. Swing another big, right? And then after that, it's Dofy time, right? And then after that, it's Linlin time. Then after that, it's defense and bringing back shenanigans. Some other notable cards to be brought into the mix. I really like I like Emporio Ivankov, and anytime I can run a deck with Ivankov, I like to do so. However, in this situation, they're not searchable. They are 6 for 7, which is great, and they are a 1K counter, which is great. But you know, and once you have 4 more events, they gain blocker, and then they can, you know, bring one back. It's saucy. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying I like 3 Lin more than I like it. I'm saying I like my cohesion more right now because yes, these events are a little redundant, you know, but if I were to put a couple in here, let me see how to put this. If I were to run 2 Emporio Ivankovs instead of 2 Neural Beams, okay? Yes, this would be a blocker, but this can be KO'd, right? This Neural Beam will continually be recycled and or just get me out of a jam in the moment. This Neural Beam will win me the game. This won't win me the game. Hell's Judgment will win me the game. This won't win me the game. This will win me the game. This won't win me the game. I don't want to play this over this or this. Yeah, I don't want to play this over any of my other options. I don't want to play this over ramping. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't want to play the card over ramping, I don't want to play the card over Rosinante, Senior Pink in different situations, obviously. And I only have one turn 3 round before I want to go to Dofi's, which also he can also not be played, or they can also not be played off of Dofi. And then after that, it just turns into a bit of a, you're not doing anything for me. Yes, there is a world where this card is possibly ran 4 of instead of Rosinante in a different list, and maybe in a regular red purple Luffy list. Maybe we'll rock that in a regular red purple Luffy list. I could totally see it. I see the potential in this card. I just don't see it in this list for me personally right now. This is all the OP12 purple, and then red. Red, we mainly got a lot of support for. That could be crazy. That could be crazy right there. But yeah, we mainly got a lot of support for everybody else. You know, all the other lists. So anyhow, with just the help of 2 more cards, we're becoming a lot more consistent. Dofi's becoming more consistent. We're getting 2Ks more consistent. 2Ks that are useful, I should say. And we're able to search out all our events. So with that being said, I know it's a bit of a deck explanation, but I really want you guys to understand that the game plan with this list, to recap everything before we get into it, search early, right? Not always this one, but always this one, because we don't want to, you know, we don't want to bottom deck our Dofis, all right? Keep a hand that has a good Dofi. Ramp, play Dofi. Next we play Lin, and then we kind of just bounce back between Dofis or Lins. Understand that sometimes you need more Dawn active to make it to the next round, to survive 1 more round. So you may not play a Dofi into a Senior Pink. You might just Senior Pink, bring back an event, have all those Dawn active, swing somewhat heavy, but make sure you got 4 or 5 Dawn standing when it's their turn to swing back into you, so you can play 2 of these, play 2 of these plus 1 of these, or if they've got Horny Ass Jones, you play 1 of this and you play 1 of that, and you're good. See what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's take it into these smashes, shall we? I hope you guys appreciate this deck breakdown. All right, gang. We're going to get it out of the way first with Zoro. How Ro can Zoro. All right. Now, I was funny. I was just talking about that Ivankov. I might have a few of these in here at the very beginning, but I'm not sure. But anyways, okay, there we go. So what did they choose? They chose to go first. Okay, so they took first from us. Yeah, there's that Ivankov. Okay, so they took first from us. We're fine. We got our ramp. We're happy. We're gonna go ahead and add that 1, 7 to 5. Give me a life. Got that 5 life leader down to 4. Not as impressive. Doesn't feel as promising. Anyhow, that's 5. We know that they want the, oh, no Tashigi. Well, we're not, oh my gosh, we ramped again. Yowza. Okay. Yeah, that's not a play worth it. We could do a Big Mom. Yeah, okay. I would have liked to go wide But you know what? I guess at the end of the day, going wide with Senor Pink and the Doflamingo, we don't have a good target yet. And we don't have a good target yet. Okay. And I got rid of a Gum Gum Giant because I'm planning on pulling that back with Senor Pink. And they have all the opportunity in the world with Tashigi to turn Senor Pink sideways and then just make it so that all I had was a Doflamingo on board. And so I basically just wasted 2 cards, right? So a little spicy choice still to get rid of the Gum Gum Giant. Definitely going to take there. Okay. And after this, we're definitely, we're going to go wide this time. So first we went tall with Lin Lin got a life and basically just drew us a card, right? And now we're going to go wide. As soon as they allow us to, right? Okay, cool. Oh, we got us a Rosi P, right? Okay, the Rosi P special. Now, we go down there. We're going to grab Rosie. What do we feel like getting rid of? Another giant. We're so undervalued giant. We're like that one list that topped and they just used 3 giants, which is just like, okay. We're going to play this out. We can grab an event, which is cool though. We got us another mom. I mean, this board right now, look, this is a bit of a high rolly game. What happened here, the story of this game, when if they go back and talk to their friends about it, well, what happened? Oh man, he triggered, he ramped and then triggered into another ramp. Oh yeah, that's tough. Yeah, you know what I mean? Absolutely. So yes, they are at, I believe they're at 9 Dawn right now. Yeah, they're at 9 Dawn. We've already got 2 9K bodies out here though, so they're gonna go ahead and go for that. And I can tell you right now, that's just not gonna work. That ain't gonna work, especially just 8. Nah, that ain't gonna work. So right here we can, I don't know if I would use that. Oh wait, yes, because that's going to weaken them for when they want to swing at me now, because we would prefer to not go down to 0 health. Now keeping 4 Dawn active is a mystery to me. I wonder what they're gonna do with that. Surely they're gonna get some blockers or something, right? Maybe a Tashigi to keep Tashigi alive, right? We're waiting. They're thinking. They got a good amount of cards in hand. Well, they got 8 or 9 cards in hand. They got 8 cards in hand, I think. So they got 8 cards in hand. And we got the Jeopardy theme song playing right now. Doom, 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 doom. Yo, what's going on, boss? Okay. They they freeze. Rosinante. That's gonna tell me either A, you're just really worried about these swings, which is fine, but yeah, I don't know about that one, big boss. So we're gonna go ahead and we are going to bring an event back. We're gonna God thread that, okay? This is going to give us access to 4 sexually active Dawn by the end of this turn. I'm swinging 6 into 5. I am swinging 9 to 5 Dolly Parton style, 9 to 5 Dolly Parton style X2. Okay, working that 9 to 5. They got 1 Dawn active. I don't see how this works out for you, boss. What's going on? Okay, cool. All right, they can Horny Jones all they want. Nobody's gonna save them at this point. We've got too big of a board. They do have a lot of cards in hand. So the thing is that whatever they throw, they're kind of you win with this deck when you set up a situation for them to throw their cards into the fire. Throw their cards into the fire, right? Because they could have a Dracula Mohawk all they like, right? But that Dracula Mohawk is going to have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings. 5 swings, all which require counter out for to protect your leader, right? And you can only block out for 1 of them. Okay, so the swinging 10 there, we're not going to let them have anything. We taste more than blood in this water. Emporio Ivankovs just weren't doing it for me, I guess. I actually don't even mind taking this one. But, yeah, we can just do that again. See some more cards. It's trying to Thunder Bagua, too, huh? So anyways, we're going to keep it moving. They're going to swing again. Swing wherever you like. It doesn't really matter. Well, now they could swing here, but they couldn't swing here, right? So we give them a 2K. And that's pretty much spoken for. The game's over. Yeah, that's the game. So now it's just I swing nines. We swing nines first because we don't want to have any kind of Dawn involvement, Dawn investment that we don't have to. Well, I guess we want to swing sevens. The game's over. And there you have it. Kind of clap that one up. But again, we kind of high rolled, right? So let's see what we can do. I think we get a rematch against them. All right, so here comes the rematch. This is our opening hand, and we choose to keep. So I'm going to be able to search with sugar. I'm either going to search out a God's Thread or a Dofalamungus, and I'm still getting a little more used to it. But you know, it's an okay hand. The thing is that we can't. Yeah, we got to get that Dofi. So we're not going to be able to ramp. We typically aren't expecting to ramp until turn 3 anyways, right? Because if we're going first, we literally can't ramp until turn 3, but that's all we need to do. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. Hey, I mean, you run 8, 10. I think 10 cards at least that ramp you off a trigger. I mean, that's going to happen, right? You got a 1 in 5 chance. No, 10 and 50. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. So yeah, you got a 1 in 5 chance that one of those cards. No, 1 in 3. I don't know. Let's not go there. Let's get back to the game. Okay, so we're gonna give him 2. We don't need to go so low. We're barely at 7. We did develop a Rosinante. That's pretty cool. I don't think we want to get rid of that. Yeah, let's just swing 7s. We're gonna get all 4 back. Okay, so we're gonna be a-okay. So we're emptying their hand right now. All right. Now we're going to restand 4 Dawn, which is Nuck and Futz. And we do have a Igloo that we're ready to just chill inside of. And so the next turn for them is going to be a little troublesome. They've got to figure out how to overcome what's on the board. Yowza, it looks like they just did. KO up to somebody. That's 6K. God bless. Okay, so let's do Igloo, yeah. And then we kind of nullify him for the turn. Yeah, because they go down to 5. So now we can Dofi into Senor Pink, but we can't bring back the Igloo, right? Even though it's a Don Quixote. Now I know that if they said just Don Quixote only, then we wouldn't be able to bring back Judgment or anything else. So I'm a little hesitant to be critical of the limitation of that card because I will spare the couple of red cards to get my purple cards recycled. That's fine. I'll settle out of court with that. But what are they going to do here? It looks like they're going to KO there. And so now we can go ahead and play out a Big Mom. And we can swing some at them. Oh, why not swing 7 though? Okay, we're going to do that. Yeah. Trash there, put that up. We get 3 Dawn active. Sexually. I don't know if I used my ability this turn. I hope I did. So we're fainting as if we have at least a Gum Gum Giant, right? We don't have anything yet, though. They've got the world in their hands, okay? They got their whole dick in their hands, and they play out how Ro can Zoro. Dog. We're going to Dofi. We're going to bring back a God's Thread, I guess. Okay, cool. Yeah, we get back all the Dawn. We're going to have to swing some 7s at this guy. 7s and 9s. Playing out a blocker wouldn't have been a bad call, but what we are actually calling with this type of play is that next turn we're going for lethal. Okay, it's an officially at a base race with our leader being 6K and Zoro having 3 swings. I don't have faith in them to be able to land 4 attacks on us. Okay, so I don't think that's going to be able to happen, especially if we can go to 12 for one of the swings, right? So they can swing all they like. As a matter of fact, I would prefer that they go for game right now and use all their Dawn to do so, because even though I don't have any events in hand right now, I run 20 events. Okay, I've got 3 cards in life still, and I've got 12K in counter. I've got 4 Dawn up. Okay, so they are right now showing me that they're concerned about these cards. They have also, okay. Um, yeah, we take there, and we can take because we can go up to 12 for one of them. Okay, and I think we can take again. Yes, now we're gonna go ahead and lull them into swinging at us for game, and that'll be it. You got to have that observation hockey. It's an event card. They don't print it. They don't print this observation hockey, but you got to know when to take it. There you go. Go ahead and give me God Thread in a pudding, please. No. God. All right. Okay. We want to hold on to that. That's fine. They're going to do it one more time. Boom, 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 boom. Give me that. Can they swing again? They can't swing again. No, that was the third swing. Yeah, GG's, boss. Yeah, that's it. And then we're going to swing. I would just swing 9, 9. Right here, we would swing 9, 9, 11, 11. 9 is going to take 3 cards. 9 is going to take 3 cards. 11 is going to take the rest of it, right? So, and that is that ball game. I've played Zoro IRL as well with my guy Nola Boy. So you guys will be able to see that in the members only kind of deal, the Loco Locals. But yeah, this is pretty much how we want our Zoro matchup to go. Their list was a tad interesting, a tad spice with this, but this is typically how we like to set things up. Let's keep it moving. All right, gang. The last one, they conceded. I don't know if I'll show that one, but anyhow, Green Purple Luffy. It's not tier 1, but look, I'll be honest with you. We need to make a tier list, not a tier list. We need to make a addressing the meta video, like a just straight up addressing the meta, and just talk to you guys because frankly, you play whatever you want. Play whatever you want. Shut up and sleeve. You know what I mean? Shut up, sleeve up, slay. I don't know. We're gonna ramp anyway, so hold on the Neural Beam. There we go. Yeah, see, we're gonna ramp anyways. Let's go ahead and swing. Well, we can actually search. Let's search out a Dofi. No Dofi. We bottom deck a lot of good shit instead. We're gonna grab a 2K, swing 6 and a 5. They typically want to take. Yeah, they're gonna take. Okay, so against Green Purple Luffy, because of Mulgun, we typically have a good time. However, we're only running 2 Mulguns. We used to run 3 in Red Purple Luffy, and all my other lists where I can run Mulgun, I typically run 3. And this one, I'm not running as much. And the reason being, I believe will show itself in this match, right? So I'm gonna give him that 2K. We're down to 2 life. Okay, we got some cards we can do. Let's go ahead and get rid of the lead performer. Draw 2 cards. Okay, we draw 2 more cards. We're still looking for a Dofi. No Dofi. That sucks. That sucks big time. We're going to swing 6 into 6. We would like to ask for a 2K, but I guess we're getting rid of that anyways. Just because they're at a place right now where they have 6 Dawn. And from 6 Dawn on, especially with the Sanji pudding up, they can threaten to play Big Boot Scoot Luffy, or not Big Boot, but finisher Luffy and go for the game. You know what I mean? So guy in the straw hat, that's me. Playing out another pudding. So 1 pudding unanswered, that kind of sucks. 2 puddings, that sucks even more. We're gonna have to just give him 2 1Ks and kind of let them know that we either have no 2Ks or nothing that we can get rid of, right? And there you go. So they've dwindled our hand. They've taken 3 cards out of our hand in 1 turn. Great for them. Sucks for us. We're continuing to grab events. Now here's the thing. You can keep one of those puddings up, but not both of them. I'm going to Charlotte Linlin. I'll get rid of that card, huh? I don't know, dude. I think me today would have got rid of Hell's Judgment. Only because we can bring Hell's Judgment back. As you could see right there. We would have been able to bring back Hell's Judgment, but we could not bring back whatever, the Igloo. So we're gonna swing six. We're gonna swing six. We got the bottom deck one of them. We at least know that their last life is going to be a brick. Okay. Now, the more Dawn that this leader gets, green purple Luffy, I'm talking about, the more dangerous, the more flexible they become. Right. Um. So they're in big finisher Luffy territory right now. We've got one Sanji on board as well. We do have the board. We still do have the board state. Them not seeing one right now is pretty cray to me. It's just a little cray to me. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Man, that's hashtag unfortunate. Okay, they do got one. They do got one. They're gonna swing seven. But check out what we can do. Because we kept Tell's Judgment, we can boom and a bop. Oh, Noro beam that ass. We're not even playing around with them. You don't even get to play. We will take that hit. Back to 2 life. Uh Man, if we had another one of those big moms, but we already bottom decked our other two, we would totally bottom deck that Luffy, bottom life that Luffy, and we'd be big city hooping. We get rid of another one of those things. Yo, we are undervaluing that card, but I mean, right now it's working out for us. We keep drawing in the Hell's Judgment. We've got Normal Beam back in our hand. I mean, yo, we are ready for it. We're ready for the dog and pony show. I don't know if I would have attached one Dawn there this time. We're going for 7 there. Okay, I guess. Yeah, I would have. Oh, no. It's fine. It's fine because we're going to get 4 back anyway. So we will have 5 Dawn active at the end of this turn. They're using a Gum Gum Giant to get out of an even swing, which is always a great thing. I'm going to swing 9 and a 7 and see what else they want to give us. They do have a Nico Robin blocker. I was going to say, yeah, you got Nico Robin blocker. So we're going to get that blocker off the board. The blocker had to come off the board at any point in time anyways. Don't get discouraged when people block excessively or what have you. Those cards we're going to have to get off the board either way. So don't worry about it. Unless you're a deck that's supposed to be removing those, you know, a black deck that's supposed to be removing those with your hand and you're not able to do it. Hey, look, this is the only way to do it. So right now we've got no blockers, but we've got the board. And based on what's in our hand, we're getting into the bone zone, okay? This is where our opponent is hashtag boned, okay? We're going to -3 to 2 different places. They've got to come up. They're going to have to come out of some Dawn to do something. Okay, they play another one. Okay, that's an easy 2K, though. To me, that's an easy 2K. Give him the Sanji. Oh, we can give him that. Yeah, we want to play Senor Pink and just recycle that Hell's Judgment again. Everybody's so hung up on recycling giants. Hey, recycle Hell's Judgment. Recycle Normal Beam. Gum Gum Giant is a great card to go up for and draw you 2 cards. But, you know, Slow Beam that slows them down. Slows them down. We're going to give him 2K. We're going to stay healthy. We don't want to be in that range of getting F'd in the A. I think we just another Senor Pink, and then we get another Hell's Judgment. And then now it's just time to kind of swing. Yeah. Guys, I want y'all to know that we are playing against this leader, and we have not played any Mulguns. I think we may have seen one in a search, but we did not play any Mulguns. We're going to swing 8. We've got 5 Dawn worth of events, so I would like to hope that I am keeping that in mind as I'm swinging. So looks like we can swing 8 one more time. Nah, eventually, yeah. Okay, we're gonna just focus our efforts there, and then we're gonna get the rest of the Dawn back. Okay, cool. Swing there. Okay, you see how we transitioned because we realized, oh, we want to have 5 Dawn up. So let's transition into swinging at a problem target first. That way they don't happen to take a life and then, you know, have another card to defend them. We've got them in the we've got this game jet set radio though. I mean, yo, they cannot even do a thing. They're starting the game over. We can take some swings. Oh, and then here we go. Here we go. Um, what I'm thinking of right here is, do I just Hell's Judgment both of these Luffys, or I can Noro Beam one and the other? But yeah, I can actually, with if they were to swing with that Luffy, restand it, I can Noro Beam it and then just get out of it. Yeah, look at that. To be Bonnie. To be Bonnie. It's amazing. And that's the game. That is the game. No Mogun, no problem. That is the game, dog. There we go. GGs are exchanged and we keep it moving. All right, gang. Everybody's talking about Enel, and I am too. All right, so said his name 3 times. He appeared, and we're ready. I think this is our latest list at this point. The list I took the locals. Now you guys saw that I put a. The only thing that's different is that here I have all 4 elite performer disasters. IRL, I couldn't find my 4th one, so I just ran a Brule blocker, which kind of does help in the Rayleigh match and etc. But anyways, so here we're going to have to outvalue them or else. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to just, in my opinion, let's beat them up. Let's do what we got to do. Let's get home. We'll see what's up. I honestly, when I played this match, I put out a 2K. When I played this match, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I did not know what I was going to see. I do know that they won. I know that they're playing Kuma. I know that somebody is outside with the most impressive lawnmower I have ever heard in my life. But yeah, so we got him down to 1. I'll tell you this right now. Get him down to 2 and then chill. Because once you get him down to 1, that's when Dunk Homeboy gets his value, right? That's when Dunk Enel gets their value. Now, we're kind of slowing down here, and it's kind of annoying because it's actually big hashtag annoying, because I would like to go wide at this point. Now, for one reason or another, they gave me a lot of counter, and again, I should have just stopped right there. But, you know, c'est la vie, dog. I got the world of counters, so I'm going to go ahead and let that go. Here comes Dunk Enel. They're going to swing 12. I've got a Gum Gum Giant for that, though. Yeah, I say we use a Giant and draw me some cards. This is... Okay, I was going to say, this is where I was just talking to you guys in the last one. Giant, that's where Giant's value is. We still don't have anything, though. We still don't have anything. I just want to get rid of the Dunk Enel at this point. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep 2 up for a Giant. They got to have 6K encounter. So they got to give me 3 2Ks. Son of a bitch has got it. Damn. They got it. All right. We really don't want to lose Lin because that would be our ass. But, you know, we've got plenty Odon to spin. I mean, do it again, dog. Do it again. Yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah. We like it. Give them anything. Actually, I kind of want the pudding. I could see us wanting the pudding because we want to search out another event. We get rid of pudding, though. We got 2 Dofis. Yeah, nothing to complain about here. But do we run it or not? Now, they only got 2 cards, which means they can go to 15, which if I give... I got a ramp. Yeah, if I give 6 to Big Mom, there's nothing that they can do. Enel is gone. You sure about that? Okay, we were sure they didn't have 2 2Ks. And we still did our math wrong. We're going to swing 10 there, see what they got. They got 12 on the money. Okay. No Dawn up. That was a big investment. We just got to have a 2K. Cool. We've got... Oh, yeah, we like that. We've got him in a space where... First off, that was insane. We triggered off the Mulgun. Got rid of that. and then they quit. Oh, come on, man. Come on, guy. Take a rest. You got to understand the Enel was in a place where they were top decking for the rest of the game. So mom was going to swing into Yamato for free, and they can't do anything about that. Great. And then I was going to play Doflamingo into Rosi, trash two, or trash that and grab two, and then I would have drawn into a 2K, and I don't know what else. Is it going to show me what else? That was my life. Yeah. And then I don't know. But yeah, I was gonna draw into a 2K. I still have another, so I would have. Yeah, they would be in a place where they have to draw an Enel. Enel isn't gonna give them that value. As soon as they swing, whatever they swing with is gone. Right? We could, we could block, or we could counter theoretically. I got 5K in counter at least. I don't know what the card on a Monet would be, but I'd have 5K in counter. So if you weren't going to swing 5 over Linlin, you're not going to kill Linlin. And you see what I'm saying? And then, okay, oh, they had Enel. They had Enel. So if they would have played Enel, that would have been all 10 of their Dawn, right? If they would have swung with Enel, which I don't think they could because Enel's, they got too much life, I think. But anyways, they would have played that. We could have swung it there for free. They got Enel. We're going to have cards. We're going to swing into their Enel. We're going to get rid of their cards. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we were just going to take over the game slowly but surely. It's that, some people say cancer deck. I was like, I don't like that. I like it's that rose that the rose that bloomed from concrete, like that kind of deal. We just kind of come up and we take over in the end of the game. Anyways, keep it moving. That's it. Right. Everybody's been talking about the big coups, and I don't blame them. Let's get into it though. So we choose to go first, and I don't look. Hey yo, I don't see anything wrong with this hand. I know we don't got a ramp, but we got Dofi. We got a card that can find us a ramp. We got a card we can play off of Dofi. We got 2 pivotal events. Maybe I fat thumbed it. I don't know, man. I need to quit playing while I'm taking a shit. But what do you want me to do? Not take a shit? Okay, so we're going to mulligan that. And I guess past me knew exactly what they were doing because yowza. We got the ramp. We got the search. We got 2 options for a Dofi that we also have in our hand. So we're going to do that. We find another ramping option. Actually, we could grab a 2K. I think we should have grabbed the 2K. Definitely should have grabbed the 2K. Yeah, definitely should have grabbed the 2K. Okay, so we're going to swing 5 and 5. 5 and 6 on Fox 26. We want 2 cards or 2 life. Okay, so they're going to swing there. They're going to develop. Cool. We can't KO that card. So we're going to actually choose to draw a card. It was ask them to get rid of one of their cards to keep that card alive, or we can just draw a card. We don't care. We don't pocket watch with this list. We don't care about what they're going to do. We care about us making more money. So we want to draw more cards. Now, holding on to 2 Dawn, I think that was a hashtag mistake. I would have much rather just swung heavier. As you guys could see, we're not using any events. What are we doing, right? So now we're going to be able to go straight into our Dofi play right on time, okay? Please swing 7 at that leader. You should have swung 8 last time. Oh, what are we trying to do? We're thinking about searching out an event? Get out of here. We got plenty of shit. Okay. So now we got 2 up. We're definitely looking to use Hell's Judgment at some point. That way we can just recycle it for free. Get some value out of our next Dofi play. But that's if they swing at us. Okay. There we go. We could use Hell's Judgment theoretically for free at this point. We decided to go give them sugar instead. We're at 10 Dawn. Damn. I would really have liked to instead draw into a Rosinante because, I would have had just more to do. We're going to go ahead and do this instead. We're going to grab Lead Performer. The reason being is that in case we really just need a search, we can search. This isn't a deck that you're going to pop. You're not really popping cards with this deck. So we're going to do that. Okay, cool. We're going to swing 9. 5 life leader down to 2. Look, we're both at 2 with roughly the same amount of cards in hand. Yowza, that was a hell of a Raging Tiger. Hell of a Raging Tiger. Okay, wow. And poof, be gone. So that was a hell of a Raging Tiger. But here's the thing, and this is what I keep telling you guys. If you got 6 cards, I got 6 cards. And we got about the same board. We both got 2 life. I'm a 6K leader and you're not. And that's where the value comes in. Because now you're about to enter the bone zone. I don't know why I love that so much. You're about to enter the bone zone, Jack. Oh, yeah, we're going up. Okay, cool. We got a Hell's Judgment. Okay, cool. When you swing with Garp, I'm going to get out of that for free. Hell's Judgment. Bing and a bop. Yes. Now you've got to invest there. Okay, cool. We could take that. We're not going to. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, cool. Now, Linlin, if something were to be removed, we can't remove that Borsalino. So I don't think Linlin is the play. I think the play here is playing Senor Pink and having a plethora of Dawn up, right? So they don't have any Dawn augmentation to do for us right here. We could also play up that Charlotte Pudding and see what else we could grab. I would really like that as well. Yeah, we could keep 4 Dawn up. I guess we're just choosing to swing. Choosing to swing? Let's do 9. And typically I like to do 9s first. Typically we like to swing 9s first. 0 investment. Let me see what you're going to give me. You know, I don't like telegraphing. We start playing characters. We start attaching Dawn. That's telegraphing. They know what's coming next. We don't like to do that. It's better to just swing those 3s, those 9s. So I swung 3 9s at them. They've got 2 8s and a leader. Okay. Now, they should know that I have Hell's Judgment ready to roll, locked and loaded. Okay, just waiting on their attack. So they're going to get hashtag way less value out of whatever they want to do. But what shall they do? They got 5 cards in hand to our 6. We both got 1 life, but I'm the 6K body, right? Okay, so they're going to Tashigi. They draw Borsalino. I'm assuming that's going to be their blocker. Attach 1 Dawn. And this does get a little annoying. This does get a little annoying here. Because sometimes just swinging those 6s kind of sucks. We're actually going to minus those 3. We're going to minus 3 to those 2 and then give them a 1K. Just complete scum dirtbag move on our part. Oh, they gave him 3 down to go ahead and do that. Okay. I'll tell you what. We could give him that again and then minus down again. Yo, that Garp is a 3. That Garp is a 3K. Happy days. Now, they got 5 cards in hand. They decide to put that out. Okay, cool. Yeah. So what was going to happen? They've got 0 counter in hand. 1K counter in life. We swing 9. They give us the blocker. Okay, cool. We swing 9 again. They take. Okay. I'm going to swing 11 and 11 into 5 cards. We win the game. You see what I'm saying? Having a Hell's Judgment would suggest that we could probably almost last another round, which is knuckin' futs. Because 1 hit would land, minus 3 to 2, get this, drawn to a 2K. Yeah, it's getting kind of hectic. It gets a little cray. Being able to go into the deep water with the navies and out swim, we could doggy paddle for longer. We'd love it. All right, gang. So I got so much to show you, but like I really just want to like show you the Bonnie matchup, right? Okay, so we choose to go first. They chose to go second. We always want to go first, right? We always want to go first. We're gonna go ahead and grab a God Thread, please. Yes. Oh no, we already had a God Thread, so we grab a Monet. Now, the reason why we like to go first is because they like to develop an Eroge here. We get to get rid of that Eroge, and then they have to have a Cavendish, right? If they don't have a Cavendish, it's going to set them back immensely. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and swing 7 here. Good deal. They gotta have a Cavendish. Okay, they don't have a Cavendish. And this is just typically how like the lines of play, right? Because now we're going to get to go extra wide and outside, right? Extra wide and outside. And we're going to eliminate their ability to continue drawing cards for free or for 1 Dawn. We're going to do that. Okay, cool. We've got 3 Dawn up. Horny Jones proof. Here comes the Cavendish, right? Now what I can do here is I could then play Senor Pink, grab a God Thread, pop the Cavendish, or we can just go extra wide. We got a Neural Beam in trash, right? Neural Beam is in trash. They're going to some Dawn. They're going to have some extra Dawn in their life. I'm really weighing it out. Like, do I just want to pop? Actually, I could even pop the Cavendish with the Mulgun, but we want to hold on to the Mulgun, I think. Yeah, I think going wide and just getting all these bodies out, Noro Beam, etc. Yeah, okay. Okay, now we're getting a little dice. We're getting a little dice, but if we just swing 6, we'll have 5 up. So, yeah, okay. Now we're kind of limiting ourselves to just a 2-cost event if they Horny Jones. If they Horny Jones, I was hoping they'd Horny Jones. If they Horny Jones, that really does the work for us, because then they're down to 1 life. We just do big city swings, and then if they want to do anything after that, it's almost, it gets into the too little too late department. Here, let's go ahead and turn their blocker sideways, right? Yeah, let's turn that 8-cost blocker sideways. They want to search. They got a 2K, it looks like. Swinging 6. We're going to ramp 1 up, give them that. And wonderful. Now we can Mulgun their 1 blocker and then just kind of swing, and we can go for it, right? We don't have much on the back end, though. That's the only thing that's bothering me. But we're going to swing 9, and then we're going to get a couple more swings. We're going to definitely empty out that hand. Are we going to do it again? Fuck it. Do it again, dog. Do it again. Oh. I thought we were going to get rid of Cavendish. Okay. I guess it's okay. Yeah, okay. 6-5. 7-5. Okay, so what we're betting here is that they will not have enough swings and Dawn to go around to get rid of our Luffy. Here comes Horny Jones right on time. And I think that actually won us the game. Yeah, that actually won us the game. So we're giving them that. We could take this hit. And we want them to swing at us with everything, which would be 10. And then we go ahead and just use Gum Gum Giant. Too wide, too fast. And that's the game. That is the game. They were asking if I had Gum Gum Giant out of last life, but I had it in hand. And I understand the frustration of, like, you know, I bet he drew into it. You know what I mean? But right here, we're going to look how much counter they have. God bless, bro. I don't want to hear that Bonnet don't run no counter. That's crazy sauce. Now they disconnect, but I go ahead. Now I got another one for you. We're going to do another one. Don't worry. Well, I'm glad I stopped to see if that recording was working, because it didn't even record at all. We're going to do this game one more time for you guys. Holy fucking moly. We choose to go second. Mistake number 1, but we just kind of want to see, can we win going first? Can we win going second? I feel good going first. I don't know about going second. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Yikes. We are recording. Okay, good. God bless. Get rid of their free search. They already drew out our Niroge. That sucks. We get the lead performer disaster. That's hashtag good for us. We don't draw into anything that we really want, though. We don't mind taking life. What we want to see is our Dofi pieces. So we got a God's Thread. We're going to ramp 1 more time. Ramp again. We're going to search again. We're going to swing 7. We're there. We're already at 12 done, okay? What we want is our Dofi. Where is our Dofi? Dofitize me, Captain. Nobody on board. Cavendish can't be played. Finally drawn to Dofi. Turn 4. So we get to play our turn 4 Dofi, but we could have played him a turn early, which is kind of, I think we could have played him a turn early. Anyway, pissed me off. Let's get rid of nothing. Nothing? Okay, fuck it. I would have said we could get rid of Hell's Judgment, because we can draw Hell's Judgment back out of trash later on. Draw 2 more cards. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep the party going. But we're going to go ahead and do a pudding there. Yeah, give him a pudding. I know we're concerned about, hey, maybe we can draw another event. So let's give him a 2K, but give him a pudding. We'll be all right. Now, are they going to develop? Or are they going to swing big? We don't want to go down to 0. Okay. 1 more blocker. And 2 Dawn up. They get a Dawn. 3 blockers in 1 turn. Chamba Wamba. Okay, so we're going to minus there. Get rid of Rosinante. I'd say, yeah, let's pop that girl. Let's pop that one. Oh, yeah. Look at this swing. Look at the momentum swing. They established 3 cards, 3 blockers, and we're getting rid of. They had a board of 4. They're down to a board of 1. Wowza. Really do like that. That's crazy sauce. Okay, so there's no reason to use their ability. I'm just kind of smoking my next move over. I decide to Hell's Judgment. Hell's Judgment's going to minus him down to 5 and minus them down to 2. Okay. They decide to Shanks. Yowza. All right. Shanks is not what we want to see here. Can't believe they actually got rid of Rosinante. That speaks to the value that Rosinante continually gives. Right here we have a choice between a Gum Gum Giant and an Igloo. God's Thread doesn't matter. I would grab the Igloo only because the Igloo will get me out of a 10k swing for free and can get me out of the Shank swing with just that and a 2k. Gum Gum Giant can do the same thing, but it's going to require me to delete a card from hand, and I already have 2 Giants in my hand. So it looks like, yeah, we choose to go for the Igloo. I'm only going to get 1 swing here. I decided to go for 12. I'm really trying to play around the horny ass Jones. And of course they got it. Now I wonder. So I got 6 up. If I would have given him, instead of 12, 13, 14, and they would have put 2 back, then I would have just had room for 1 of these. Okay. So if I would have swung maybe 13 and they would have put 2 back, I would have had 3. I don't know. Well, time can only, you just can't tell. Just can't tell. They play a Doflamingo, which is probably the single best card they could have seen in this situation. 4 cards in their hand. One of them's a Dofi. That's crazy. I'm contemplating playing my own damn Dofi, but I'm going to just swing 8 and keep 4 active. I don't know how I feel about that, Jack. I don't know how I feel about that at all. Okay. So remember I told you this gets us out of a 10k swing. And just like that, all we got to do is give them 2k counter. We go to 9, they go to 8. We're out of it. That's why we value that card so high. Again, we can do the same thing. I'm wondering if that was the play or getting a Dofi out of my hand was the play. Actually, good thing we held on to Dofi. Passed me, knew what was up. All right, so we play this. We've only got we've got 5 Dawn. We got 5 Dawn active sexually. Yowza, dude. They played 2 Dofis in a row. Froze everything. Passed it right back. I mean, the fact that we're able to get out of any of these swings is incredible. Yeah, this is tough. Worst case scenario Bonnie match. GGs are exchanged. I'm going to stop right here and make sure that this video went through because we do have a rematch. So let's get into that. So we are getting into the next one. All right. So GGs were exchanged. This is our opening hand. We chose to go first, back where everything makes sense, right? And here we go. So I like this opening hand because I'm able to play sugar out and then immediately start searching for my pieces. We will be searching before we swing. We got 1 piece. All we need is a Dofi. No Dofi, but we can grab us a Senor Pink. Put that up top. There we go. We're going to go ahead and swing 6 into 1. That's fine. Now, if they develop an Eroge, that's also fine. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we want to see. All right, so we're swinging 7 into 5. No Eroge. They can do a Cavendish. They're set themselves up for a Cavendish. We could have ramped. We chose not to. Okay, so that God's Thread's definitely not going to give us any value anymore because, because of their little Tootsie Roll. So we get rid of God Thread. We draw 2 more cards. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9k encounter plus events being represented. So we are going hamsky doots. They play out their Horny Jones a little preemptively, but that's fine with me. Give them a 2k there. Definitely going to have to defend this Rosinante. I imagine they're going to go a little... Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Here, we could Gum Gum Giant. Oh, yeah, we do. Good. And like I said, sometimes you use Giant just to see some more cards. Just to see more cards. And that's exactly what we're doing in this situation. Now, we have the option to Big Mom, put a Cavendish up, or we could also do the Mulgun and then play Senor Pink and grab something back. So what we're going to do here is we're going to test the waters and see what they want to do with this. We got a 9K swing. We could put it at Cavendish. We could put it at their leader. I think I want to go to the leader. Yeah, go to the leader and see if we can't just beat him up and get him out of the game, right? Now, we can Big Mom. They got 2 blockers. We're not ending the game. We're not taking anything that they don't want to take away, right? None of this is happening. Hell, we're not even getting rid of Cavendish. That's not even going to happen. Because if we KO Tootsie Roll and then we swing into Cavendish, guess what? They get their card right back. We do a very interesting play. Very interesting play in my opinion. Instead of playing a Big Mom out, right? We swung 6 there. Okay, why? Because even if we were to Mulgun down, pop this, if we were to swing this, they just get rid of that. They keep their Cavendish, they keep their Horny Jones. Because this was the case, I said, let's just go for life. We got them down to 1 life, right? Okay, so we do a very interesting move. Instead of giving them another life with Big Mom and gaining 1 ourselves, we choose to do this, grab a Gum Gum Giant, and now we've got 5 Dawn sexually active, and we only need 3 of it to defend. So they can Horny Jones again, and if they do, it will spell their demise. Hell's Judgment preemptively. Let's go ahead and do that and get 2 attacks out of the way. They decide another Dofi. God bless. And they're going to be able to swing again. I actually don't mind taking this. I'd rather take this than give them a 2K. Yeah, okay. We got another round of it. Okay. So we definitely want to go ahead and swing first. And we definitely want to get a Senor Pink out. Yeah, we want a Senor Pink because we want that Hell's Judgment again. That was a great play. We like the Hell's Judgment. They're going to turn our other attacker sideways and just get out of this for a 2K. This is why Bonnie is so fucking tough, dude. Like, holy shit, man. Are you kidding me? 2K, still got both their blockers up. I can play Senor Pink. I still got both Rosinantes, and that's a huge thorn in their side. We can play out Charlotte Linlin. Okay, we decided to play out Charlotte Linlin. Say, we ain't worried about having events up. We're not worried about grabbing any more events. We go up there. We put that back. We go up 5 fucking Dawn. Horny Jones ain't going to do shit. Okay, so they're going to get that. Really don't want to let that one go. So I get rid of the Mulgun. We don't care if they got Kid anymore. We're trying to get out of here alive. There we go. We drew into that. Bing, bang, boom. Yowza, a Shanks. Okay, so we're getting into the nitty gritty, and we've got the usual suspects showing up again. Okay, it's getting rough. It's getting rough again, and starting to feel like that first one was a fluke, right? The first win. But all we can do now is go for it. We can go for it. Okay, so we know that they can Horny Jones us. We just need to make sure that we swing with the correct amount so that we can at least keep 1 up for Hell's Judgment. Hell's Judgment will literally get us out of 2 Horny Jones swings. So now we're going to go ahead and what are we going to do? Swing 8 and then 9. Are we crazy? I think we lost our mind. Oh, no, we didn't lose our mind. We got 2 Rosies. Ha! Okay, so, yeah. We swung as much as we could, while still keeping 2 Dawn available for Hell's Judgment. Here comes the Horny Jones. Now it's officially do or die time. They're in the bone zone. Do or die time. We take that 11. We're definitely wanting to lull them into just going for it. They're representing a 12K swing after this. They can do a 6, a 9, and a 10, or I don't think they should invest Dawn into their leader. So we're going to get out of that just like that. Okay, cool. Now, if they want to... I'm sorry, it's fucking freezing in my house right now. Now we got that. That's easy. 10, and that's the game. GG's. GG's are exchanged. And then we're going to swing 19 at that ass. I guess going first is the move. Yes. And I will conclude it there. We wind up being good friends. And shout out to you, Bushneg, if you are in the Discord and watching this video right now. So they saw a lot of their same shenanigans that Green Bonnie does, right? With the exception of, I mean, the only thing they could have done different this round that they didn't do the last time around, right? Was instead of dropping that, they would have, I don't know, dropped another Dofi and froze my whole board again. I don't know. Wait, when did they drop that Shanks? Okay. So that round. Yeah, that round they could have frozen everything again, maybe. Did they even have a Dofi? They did not have a Dofi. No, it don't look like they had anything. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so no Dofi there. They could have frozen my board. I think that would have really helped their cause. But anyhow, let's get into blue purple Luffy. Rayleigh. I got a lot. Let's keep it moving. All right, gang. Man, I am taking it today, bro. This is the second time I forgot to hit record. God bless. All right. So we're going up against Rayleigh. Now I know the video is getting kind of long. This is the quintessential Silver's Rayleigh matchup, though. They get to go second. We got to go first, right? Which is fine. We like going first. But I'm going to give you one of these. You also have another one in the members only if you want to see me do this live and watch me draw very poorly and still pull it off. But yes, look, they're getting to see everything. I'm a Rayleigh player. I know. You got to play your two buggies, which, you know, you don't want those bricks in your hand, right? But you got to put those buggies out there. You got to do Monkey D. Luffy into Boa Hancock, get another search. You got to, you know, go second. Everything is coming up Rayleigh right now. They're going to get the swing. We can't even do anything about that. We got to, oh, we can. Boom and a boom. There we go. And that's why we love that card in this matchup. So now we're going to be able to God Thread there, okay? And we're going to go ahead and swing 7 into 3. They're going to let that go. And we pass it back. They get another Luffy, okay? When I'm playing against Sakazuki or whoever with Rayleigh, I don't give a fuck how many cards you get rid of on the board. I'm going to keep on playing them. That's Luffy number 2, Boa number 2. They keep coming, all right? So, okay. They're showing us what they got there. They're going to give that guy 6. We got to give him that. They're going to swing again. Get the search. They search out the Kid and Killer. Okay, that's very important in this matchup. I mean, all I can do here is swing 6 into 3. You're going to let that go. But I got the Big Mom. The Big Mom is going to get rid of that. Give me another life. We live to fight another day for the round, right? Now, we've got Hell's Judgment. We got Rosinante. I'm really looking forward to getting a Dofi. I really needs me that Dofi, dog. Because if we can go wide, then, yes, they're going wide, but their cards are 3s and 6s. Ours are 6s and 9s. Okay, so we're doing 69 on them. Okay, so they give me the mole gun, the armament hockey, all that jazz music. Go up 2 for Boa. Shit, go up 2 more on Boa with that Brook. That's a saucy little mix. It is getting rid of a 2K out of their hand, but that's a little sauce. We'll give them that 2K Sanji. Oh, we take. Okay, yeah, fuck it, we take. 7 there. Okay, we know we're going to get a 7 at some point. Okay, we get a 9. We're definitely taking that. All right. Now, check it out. We got the Dofi. Top decked into the Dofi, I believe. Yeah. So we're going to swing 7 there. I'm assuming they're going to use their event. They don't. Get another life out of their hand, or put a life in their hand. There we go. Let's get rid of Mulgun. We're not worried about offensive events in this matchup as much as we are worried about defensive events, because I don't care about spending 4 Dawn to get rid of a 4-cost Kid and Killer as much as I would rather either A, establish another body, or B, just keep that Dawn active for defense. Now, We're just really trying to stay out of the 0 life territory, because all Rayleigh has to do is get our 3 life leader down to 0 and then swing 15 each turn until then, right? Via their 4 of events that they better be running 4 of. I see some lists running 3 of it, and I'm like, yo, that's the card that wins you the game. So we were able to Hell's Judgment, and they weren't able to do anything there. We swing 6 into 3. Cool. Now, another one. And let's put Boa Hancock to the bottom of that life. And now we know that their last life is a brick. All right, so we know that their last life is a brick, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and swing 7, swing 9, get 2 Dawn up. We don't have events. We don't have many cards. We've got 3K encounter, but we have the board. Whatever they turn sideways will be gone the next turn. They don't quite have what it takes to swing up to us. We're seeing that they got 2 Conquerors hockey. That is a whole lot of counter on their end. A whole lot of counter. Okay, so 6 there. Shit, man. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm almost inclined to take that. 7 is going to be an easy 2K out of it. Cancel, give him a 2K. Yowza. And then this one would put us down to 0, though. And that's where it gets a little hectic. Oh. They're that concerned, huh? Give him a 1K. Okay. So this is where we start to take the game back. Now, I've been telling you guys, red purple is like blue purple in the sense that about turn 5 is when your chances to beat this deck peak, and then you enter the bone zone and we start to take over. Now, all we have to do for the rest of the game is keep them down to 1 threat and put something on there, take some life out of their, put some life in their hand, whatever. So we get the Hell's Judgment back. We swing 9. Probably should have swung more than 9, frankly, but that gets them to it. All right. They've got to be able to get us down to zilch, 0, nothing. That's not going to happen because 4 leaves them with 6, and then we still have a life, and then we still have Hell's Judgment. What do we get out of life? Theoretically, I think it could work for them, but it's going to take a lot. And instead, we're getting a lot of development and no rush card, no kid, no killer, no chance, right? But if they did have a kid and killer, and we had the Neural Beam, which had given us another 2K. But yeah, so if they had kid and killer, that would have been 4, right? And then 6. Okay, so 4, they're swinging 7, 8, 9. And then they would have, what? Another 9. And then I would have just got out of that. So if they would have swung 8, I would have gotten out of that for free, right? No, actually, no, yeah, we would have been extra good because, well, no, if they would have swung that, then I would have held on to that. But yeah, that would have been -3 here. So you would have swung 9, that's -3, and that would have been 2. So we had it either way. But this is what it typically looks like, you know. Typically, they're gonna win the dice roll, they're gonna go second. IRL, I won the dice roll. I chose to go first, and shit, that was almost to my dismay. Anyways, let's get into this blue purple Luffy, and then I'll probably dip. All right, gang, you can't have a meta discussion without, you know, blurple burp the baby Luffy. I know that this is the deck that's still topping, still winning, still everything. We chose to go. Who chose to go first? Okay, they chose to go first. We're going second. We get the search. If they play out a Zoro, we're going to go ahead and well, we can't God Thread. Dang, that sucks. That really does suck. Alrighty then. Yowza. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and swing 10 into 6. We get that life off the board. And now they're going to go ahead and I wonder if they can give us the Zoro special, right? They give us a... Yeah, and then they could ramp again. Yeah, they do. Okay, wow. Okay, everything's coming up them right now. Let's give them that 2K because we might want to play that one off of Monet. Here we are able to God Thread into ramping. What are we at? 6. We actually don't need to. If we're already even, yeah, if we're already even, we don't need to do that because I mean, shit. Next turn we're gonna go Dofi into something anyways. We could even play Big Mom next turn. So that's kind of the cool thing about Luffy is he does have one ramp built into him, and a world where the majority of Luffy decks want to ramp at least twice, right? So one of it is already done for you, and that really does help in most matchups. Okay, so there we go. We're at 9 now. We can play that, go wide. We can Charlotte Lynn and get a blocker off the board. Get rid of Godthread. It looks like we're choosing to play the Dofi and go wide. So we're going to Dofi wide and give him that 6K. There we go. And yes, so we've got 3 bodies right now. 3 bodies on board. All of them are eligible bachelors and also our leaders. So we've got 4 swings coming their way. They come out with Homeboy. We got 2 Dawn active. Let's see. I say we go ahead and do the Igloo. Yeah, the -2 there. Oh, yeah. Now, if you want to invest those last 2 Dawn to be able to do a swing, go ahead. Otherwise, it's my turn. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so here we can Mulgun and get rid of that thing. We can Big Mom, get rid of the blocker. We decide to go ahead and just put on a little bit of pressure. We're gonna do a little swing. Okay, now we get a Gum Gum Giant out of them. I'm certain that they drew into something at some point that they can, yeah. Now we're gonna get 6 to 6 on Fox 26. Getting a blue purple Luffy down in hand size is always an amazing thing. We're gonna do that. Put that Nami at the bottom, I guess. Right? Nami at the bottom. We're thinking about it. Nami at the bottom, yeah. We got 2 Dawn active. We've got a Neural Beam. All we're hoping for is that they swing with their leader first, and then we will, and then we'll go ahead and turn their whatever, their Snake Man Luffy sideways. We are kind of also entering the bone zone here. Now, they were not able to secure, they did grab a gear 2, but they didn't really secure anything major there. We decide to Gum Gum Giant. We decide to give them another 1 and a 2. We don't need sugar. Keep putting, right? We want to keep putting? No, we're going to keep sugar so we can search more shit out. That's fine, I guess. Let's go ahead. I do think now's the time to Mulgun and get rid of their 1 threat, though. We're going to swing 6 there, okay? They go to 7K. Okay, how you like them apples? Okay, sugar. Sugar out of Dofi. We can sugar out of Rosi. Looking at our trash. Do we want pink possibly? Yeah, we got some options here, gang. We've got some options here. So we decide to go with Rosi. Okay, cool. Rosi's gonna draw us 2 more cards and gonna keep our. Yeah, I made a mistake. Big mistake here. So I thought I could go Rosi into the Mulgun. I can't do Rosi into Mulgun. I could have done Senor Pink into Mulgun. That could have happened. But hey, we fucked up. So we're gonna play another pudding. We're gonna grab a Hell's Judgment. That's great. That really does help our cause. We got them still low in hand. They're gonna have to come with it at some point. We're gonna have to see them do something. They're gonna need more than just an 8K body. We got 2 life to their 1. We're both a 6 life leader. Pick no cards to draw. It looks like they're fucking belly up on this one, gang. I don't think they're gonna get it. All right. Kamakura. Hell Judgment to both of them. Damn, Sam. Now they develop Sanji into Dracula. Get rid of Rosi. And now we swing. We're swinging 10. They only got 1 Dawn up. Yeah, they only got 1 Dawn up. Swing another 10. Okay. They're gonna get 2 cards. They're gonna have to give me a card. And then 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we just swing 10s. We math them out after that. Because that requires 3 cards. And then so will the next attack. There we go. And they're running the Rosi package. They're running the Rosi package. All right, gang. This is why you're here, because we go the extra mile over here at Three Piece, right? We put out the movies. We put out the movies over here for free. I remember I used to be entertaining buying my master classes just to see this kind of gameplay. All right. So they chose to go first this time, and we get to ramp. We get a 7K into that. Okay, good. We got a big girthy hand right now. We got that igloo, but we really want to see our Dofi. We don't got no Dofi yet. Okay, we're taking hits. We're trying to see a Dofi. I almost am entertaining going down to 1 life. I'm so thirsty for that Dofi. Because I will be able to play it next turn. No, that looks like 5. No, we won't be able to play it next turn either way. We do take it, and then we draw into a Dofi anyways. We'll get rid of that card. We'll ramp. We'll play that. We'll search out a pink. Yes, the pink for the stink. And then we've got counter. We've got counter. We should have just swung 8 at him. We should have swung 8 at him for sure. Should have definitely swung 8 at him. All right. So, thank God we're recording. 6, 2, 1. Okay, they're going to get that. They get the Rosi out. We get our Rosi. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, cool. We draw into another God Thread. And now we can kind of load up. Yeah, let's go ahead and swing 8 again. This should be our second 8K swing. We should. I'm already kind of chapped that they didn't have to give us 2 cards. Okay, so it's turn 5. They are already in party time. Excellent. We are kind of in the bone zone now. Now we're in the bone zone. Now we do give them that card. That's fine. I think we need a Big Mom. Go up 1 life. Bottom deck that Rosi. There we go, Z. We're going to swing 6 there. Cool. Okay, that's fine with us. We're going to swing 8 now. I really like that white snake. That white snake has seemed to really give them some value there. It does trash a card, but I mean, wait, does it trash a card? Yeah, I think it did. Going up to 7 for the turn's kind of cool though. Anyhow, and they can also set up their cards so that they trash a card that they don't want. I see the vision. Kamakura, I see the vision, dog. We go ahead and do that, and that's going to get us out of some really sticky situation there. Let's go ahead and play a pink and a Rosi. Give me back my Hell's Judgment. Yeah, that's what we got to do. Okay, we're going to get a Gum Gum Giant. That's great. Oh, okay. Are we going for the finish here? Well, not the finish, but we're trying to eliminate their targets. I remember I talked to you guys about this. This is something that we can do. They cannot do. They can bottom deck something for 6, but we can do this and get some cards out of their hand and then ultimately get the card off the board. Let's see what we can do. So I need to have 5 up for Senor Pink, and I really need Senor Pink to make it. I really need Senor Pink to make it into the next stage. So I'm gonna swing 6 into 4. That's gonna demand a 2K counter. Okay, there you go. Swing 9 into 4. That's gonna be gone. No way. Okay, Hell's Judgment. You still gotta give me. Okay. And they still took. Okay. We're gonna put 2 up, and I don't know about that, gang. I don't know about that, but we've got that out there. We've got definitely one for Gum Gum Giant. Another one. God bless. We're going to do that. Okay, bing, bang, boom. Move it up, down, left, right, oh. Switch it up like Nintendo. Backside in the fakie. Backside. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do that. We got to give him 2Ks. We can't go down. Yeah, we can't get out of here. We got to keep it moving. Okay, so now we can do that, yes. And I'm kind of leaving that Rosi alone. It is against my, it's not the best, but I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm choosing to do that. We're going to swing 6 into 4. I'm going to need some more counter out of you. Okay, we get another Hell's Judgment. Yo, I can't say enough about that card. It's a great card. They're going to use everything to keep this card on the board. They've officially got a 4K blocker that they've kept alive. But man, I'm telling you, it feels like now we've entered the bone zone. I don't know if it all has to do with them going first and us going second, but yo, hashtag not it, sis. So here we gotta block because we can't take a 19k swing. Not in a million years. All right. Now we can take this hit actually. That actually does help us just a bit, especially if they decide to give them one dawn. Okay, they give the other guy one dawn. That's not as fruitful for us, but we can get out of it. Okay. Perfect. Beam sword that ass. You thought. You thought. Okay. Let's swing. We got to go for it. We got 3 dawn active. I know they got 3 dawn active. We can swing 10 4 times though. We can swing 10 4 fucking times. And it's got to work or that's it. That makes our 10 swings much less fruitful. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Okay. Okay, what do they have? They had a giant, or maybe was that giant just drawn? If they just drew that giant, that would have meant that we could have swung 9. No, I think we took that L either way. I think, right? If all they had, they took that. Yeah. Okay. So if all they had was that card, we could have swung 9 to just get 2 cards out of their hand. And if they have it, they have it. And then we would have been able to swing 11. And then that would have been much harder. Actually, they wouldn't have been able to get out of it. So, a little tough. You got 1 up anyways. Maybe that was the reason to think about it differently. But, lucky for us, they gave us the rematch. So, let's get into probably the final video for this video. Yeah. All right, gang. They put us in the bone zone. We've put them in the bone zone. They put us in the bone zone. We're going first. We like this hand. We're swinging 9, and we're gonna see what they got for us. Okay. Okay. 8 to 6. No ramp. Say less, fam. Give us a draw this time. There we go. We're gonna swing. We really want to see. Yeah, we really want to search out a Dofi piece. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Big Dof. That wasn't even a split second decision. But we do understand that our 2 pinks are going to be 2 of our 3 pinks are not going to be in here. There goes our 3rd pink. Fuck it, we ball. Let's put out that Monet though. I think we put out the pink still for what? That no, that's not the move. That's not the move at all. We're gonna swing 7, get a 2K out of them. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think that we should have definitely put that Monet out there. I know we're down to 1 life, but yeah, I just don't see them doing anything else. I mean, look, damn, they're already there. Scheisse. They're already there. Okay. It's time to fucking play. It's time to put up or shut up. We're both in the bone zone. Turn 5. Turn 5. Everybody's boned in the zone. We're gonna swing 10 there. For whatever reason, we guess we're trying to play around that Gum Giant. We swing another 10. Okay. Swing another 10. We get that plus a 2K. All right. Let's get rid of the lead performer. Draw 2 cards. Put 2 up. Now we've got Noro Beam. And that's going to be a big deal. That's going to be a big deal. Also, I wonder how long ago did I put up those pinks? Right? There was 2 pinks back to back. I wonder how long ago I put them up. Because that could come back into play at some point. With the drawing and the searching. And the shaking of the tukas. Now we give him a 2K there. We got a Dofi play, but nothing special off of it. I could also Mulgun that Nami. And then like go for a game. But that's a little risky bisky. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do that same tech that we did last time. Oh, and we're going to get rid of Nami. Okay. I see the vision. Okay, go down. All right. We're going to do it again. Okay. Swing 7 this time. Yeah. We want all the fucking tea. There we go. All right. We got rid of it. They spent a lot of cards, but damn, they still got so many cards, dude. We are officially turn 6. We're in the bone zone. We are in the bone zone right now. Bone zone feeling like a bozo. Now they did only play a Nami, which is a very telling development. That means they did not see what they wanted. That's fine, man. That's what it's gonna come down to, man. Which list is more consistent? Which list is more consistent? They saw their card last time, but they didn't see it all. Damn, and we ain't got nothing to do for this one. We just gotta let it fucking go. Now we can develop a Dofi into that again. We can do the same damn ass play we did last time, dog. We can do Mulgun, the Sanji, get rid of the Nami, swing into the Sanji. We could do that again. What are we thinking of doing? Or we can go wide. But we ain't gonna have no fucking events. It's getting down to the nit of the grit. I feel like if we can get rid of clapback, we got to get rid of clapback. That's what I feel like. I don't know if it's the right feeling, though. We're going to go for it. All right. I'm going to get rid of Nami again. All right. 6 into 4. It feels so damn dangerous. Yeah, they got it. Okay. 9 into 4? Do we even keep one up? No. Give it to them. Give it all. Okay. We've got the 9, but they've got the ability to go 9 twice, right? To put 2 9s out. Now, would a blocker help them? Definitely. They got a giant. We got to play around the giant. We know the giant's coming. That's fucking crazy. I mean, yeah. We don't. Okay. Okay. They got rid of a gear 2. Swinging 7. Okay. They got 3 Dawn. They got 5 cards. They got rid of a gear 2. I don't know if that was the move. Let's see. Swinging 10. I can develop a blocker if I really need to. But that's not going to probably do anything. Okay. They got it. So they fucking win. I swing 7 just to get a 2K out of their hand, but they're going to win. The fuck was that for? What was that for? They feel like they got a... There's no way that bricked. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I don't know what happened there. I'm going to have to move forward in life thinking that they have 1 card. Or 1 life or something. I don't know. They get rid of that. No, what are they? We gotta let that go. They didn't even mention that it was a mistake, so I don't know. What the fuck's that about? We get out of that one. We gotta take that one. Just fucking, I think I fat thumbed that. 16 in the life. Okay. Yeah, I think they got it. I don't understand. Did they just misclick? Okay. Wait, what was I swinging? I was swinging 7. Oh, it wasn't a misclick. It was a white snake to go up for that for the round. No, it wasn't misclick. I think. Miss, what does the white snake do? Oh, they wanted to draw a card. Okay. Okay. I understand now. I understand now. The last horse has crossed the finish line. Last horse has crossed the finish line. So they took the hit. And okay, I get it now. I get it now. Man, I was about to be very disappointed with that ending like that. So White Snake gives him plus 1K. And I guess I understood it back then because I wasn't confused. White Snake gives him plus 1K and then also gets him to draw a card. Okay. Came down to the nitty of the gritty, gang. Came down to the nittiest of the grittiest, but we were able to make it happen. And it's gonna be like that, man. It's gonna be like that. This is the top deck in the game, and we're attempting to play the best, right? So don't get me wrong. There's plenty of matches that I play where they draw like shit. I feel like ours might draw a little more consistently than theirs. Um, However, when they get their full steam ahead, sometimes it really like their high roll might feel. I don't know, man. I feel like if their high roll's a 10, our high roll is a 9 power level, but our consistency is a little bit higher than theirs at a certain point, at least in the early game. I don't know. I don't know. The decks feel pretty fucking even. The difference is that we're able to do what I did for the last two matches, and that's mulligan into this and get rid of that. Very interesting matchup. We're still cooking. We're still cooking, right? Let's take it over just the list. All right, gang. I decided that I will put this video out Wednesday. I'm recording it Tuesday. I'm literally gonna eat, get into 2xKO and stream that. So like shit, I wanted to give this video its own day, right? So because of that, I'll go ahead and put in an extra video, an extra match, maybe two, I don't know. But we'll definitely want to get this. This is my red purple Luffy. This is going up against the Ploffy. And let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so they chose to go first. So they want to go first. They chose first. Cool, they got first. Here we got a Monet. We already have a ramp. We're going second, so we're okay with that. We got Lin. We're okay with that. This leader has all the access that we have to everything. Um, and it's going to be a doozy because of it. You know what I mean? It's going to be really tough because of it. The difference between us and them is their consistency is going to be through the roof. Ours, not so much. Now, I was not expecting a Magellan, I'll tell you that right now. And that really does fuck things up for me. I decided to take because I'm desperately looking for a Rosi. Excuse me, not a Rosi, a Dofi at this point. Now, they got that Bond Clay just big city chilling. All they want to do, all they want from themselves, man, look at those are three of the best events in the game right now. All they want is for me to drop something big so they can mimic and ram it up our keister, right? We're going to go ahead and swing all 10. Yeah, no reason to front. We got them down to 1 life, okay? They do have access to Big Mom. I don't know if they're running it, but they do have access to Big Mom. They're running Magellan, so, they're already gelling. And I think we are at 6K, or 6K. We're at 6 Dawn. Shit, man. We can give them that. Cool. Big boot scoot loof. Yo, we are in the bone zone. Now, remember what I told you. Speaking of the bone zone, turn 4, okay? If we can survive, if we can make it through, it's going to be their funeral, not ours. Now, I need to develop and I need to have events ready, right? So I'm going to go ahead and play that out. There we go. And I am going to swing 6 or 7. We're going to swing 6. Okay. I could have swung 7, I think. I think I could have swung 7. I have 5K counter and then have Neural Beam and Gum Gum Giant. But we decided to keep everything up for just in casers. All right. So my question is, what are they going to develop? What's going to happen? Okay. Now they're going to swing 8 to 6. We can get out of that. We decide to immediately rest that big boot scoot loop. Oh, yeah. I kind of hate giving up pudding like that, but all right, whatever. 10 to 6. Yowza. I think we need to counter out of that, actually. Yeah, we get rid of the big mom. Wow. We get rid of Big Mom. That's commitment. That's commitment. I don't know what we're committing to, but we're committing to it. Now, here, oh boy, we could go for game. Don't recommend that. We could minus their big boot scoot loof down, get rid of Bond Clay. Highly recommend that. And then swing into Magellan, it doesn't matter. Play out a Senor Pink, get a good event back. We get to draw another Dawn with our ability. Man. Now the Neural Beam, we keep recycling those Neural Beams, and that's going to make us, Bonnie. We want Neural Beam over the Giant, believe it or not. We want Neural Beam over the Giant because Neural Beam is going to assist us in getting out of one attack and completely eliminate the other attack. It makes it so that they have to swing a big boot scoot loof. Okay, now we got 4 Dawn active sexually. I feel like I should have mulgunned. That's all right. I guess we're going to choose to... No, we're choosing to swing. We're choosing to swing at that ass. Okay, they got Hell's Judgment too. Oh. Damn it. I should have swung more. All right. They're not messing around. 12-6. I think I lullaby them here. I think we use Conqueror's Hockey here. Because the next 2 swings are going to be 2 9s. We can get out of one. We can match the other. So I think we take it. Yeah. I think we take it. We could get out of 1 9K. Oh, shit. They go 14. Okay, so we can get 10, 12, 14, 15. Yeah, we got the game 1. They don't want to play no more. Oh, my God. Did you guys see what we drew, though? So we drew that. What do we draw into? Emmett. Okay, you ready? We drew into that. Now, that card wins you games. I'm telling y'all, that card wins you games. We don't have to play any more games with them. We did still have it, right? Because we were going to give them 2, 4, and then 1K. And then we still had a 1K after. But we have this card, go up 3, go then -2. That's all it is. That's all it took, boo-boo. Let's go. Bling, and a boom, and a bop. And that's the ball game. Now, I wonder why they did that, though. Huh. I guess they saw the writing on the wall and felt like it wasn't going to get better for them at all. Bars. You can't search out any Giants. Right? You can't even search out your Hell's Judgment. You can search out Gamma Knife. You know what I mean? You can rush. Don't want to rush. You don't want to develop into a borderline even swing. No Luffy Taro into that. That's not what you want to do either. Yeah, we kind of had them in a position. Why? Because we swung early and often in big city swings. We were beating up that life. Now, the one thing I kind of wish I would have done here is maybe, just maybe, gave them the good -4 here and KO there. 5, because that would have been a 5K body. And then we would be swinging maybe 7, and then 9. But I don't know. No, I think we played it right. We knew that we had the Neural Beam coming. We knew we had a Gum Gum Giant. We knew we had a 2K. We still had a life. No, I think we did the right thing. I think we should have swung with more. Though, because all we needed was three Dawn up, right? All we needed was 3 Dawn up. So yes, we did get rid of that, but I think we should have swung maybe 9 and 9 then. We should have swung 9 twice. Yeah. If we would have swung 9 twice, at least 9 twice, that would have caused them to have to give us some more. Yeah. But anyways, let's go ahead and get it over just the list now. Well, there you have it, gang. I got it already changed up right here because my IRL list, I could not find my fourth lead performer, so I just put in a Brule. Brule's cool. It did help me in the Rayleigh match, but it is not searchable, and she's very concerned, as you can see. We're not searchable, and we do like to ramp on time, even if it does get KO'd. We do like to ramp on time. It does save us a life. It's a great deal to make with Branch for sure, but you know, and even though the majority of the cast I feel like wants to KO more so than remove or bottom deck, it's, you know, it's still a little shaky. I would like to have 4 of these before I go to LCQ if this is what I take. But, you know, like I said, went undefeated in locals and saw a diverse mix of everything in locals, black, green, red, and red, black, and everything, you know what I mean? Got to see pretty diverse. I'm giving you guys all the mix here as well, right? We're seeing a lot of stuff going on with that. Really appreciate all the love for the post. And in a world where you're telling me I can run whatever I want and have just as good of a shot as anybody else to top. Okay. And this becomes a little more consistent. Just became a bit more consistent. All right. I mean, you guys got to see best of 3. You guys got to see, rematches, matches in a row. We're doing the same thing every time. We're doing the same thing for the majority of the time. It's not I always say anybody can beat anybody when all the stars align. Any deck can beat any deck if all the stars align. The question you have to ask yourself is, how often do all of your stars align for you? Another thing I would propose is you never want those stars aligning. They can only pertain to you and your deck. You can never hope that your stars aligning, your stars aligning should never include your opponent drawing poorly or your opponent not seeing their cards. That should never be the case. That is too much cope. You got to say nope to that cope. But as long as we focus on ourselves and what we can do and what we can control as best as we can in a card game where you draw, where you shuffle your chances. All right. I feel like this has been really good. I like the ratios, all the Horatio Sands of it right now. 8 ramp options. If we're going first, we're not trying to see these ramps until turn 3 anyways, which is plenty of time to see 8 cards. I'd have to use my hypergeometric calculator to figure that out. If we wanted to see, actually, I'll do that right now. Stand by. Okay, so I just did the hypergeometric calculation. And what I'm thinking, or what I'm saying is, okay, so population size is 50. That's our deck size. I'll screenshot this and I'll probably throw it on there somewhere. But anyways, now, of course, 3 cards are going to life, but that's only 3 cards. That kind of helps us out. But anyways, if there is a population of, 50 cards, and we're going to see 7 cards no matter what by turn 3, right? Because 5 for opening hand, 1 for turn 2, 1 for turn 3, and then there's 8 of them there, right? And all we need to see is 1. We have a 73% chance to draw 1 or more of the wanted card. 42% chance to draw exactly 1 of the wanted card, and 69% chance to draw 1 or less of wanted card. Yes. Okay. And then a chance to draw 0 of the wanted card is 27. I don't know. But anyways, yes. All the 73% chance to draw 1 or more of our wanted ramp cards. And then not to mention, this card searches 4 of those. This card searches all 8 of those. Okay. Unless we got Brule. But you get what I'm saying. So the chances of ramping are very good. So we'd like to go first with that. We'd like to go first for that action. Beat them up, and then ramp up, go wide, play Big Mom, and then after that we're locking in. See some senior pinks. I would like to run 4 pinks if I could find a place, but I don't want to go any less than 8 2Ks. And I really like these Noel beams. If I got rid of like mole guns, or if I went 1 less here, or 1 less, if I started getting 1 less here or there, I could do that. But like right now, I'm really liking it. So anyhow, that's going to do it for this one, gang. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. And I know it's been a while since I made me a red purple Luffy. A lot of you have linked up with me because of Red Purple Luffy. Red Purple Luffy's back, and I feel like Red Purple Luffy is back in a real big way. And that might be the hill I kill on. This for LCQ. It might be the hill I kill on. So don't be surprised if you see me running the first. I feel like the first and most successful deck that, or the coolest deck for sure. Like just generally the coolest deck that I've ever created, and it's my first deck that I've ever created. Even though it was on the East for 3 months, and even though all the pros over here, it came from your boy. It came from the firefighter from Houston, Texas, and the guy's been rapping his whole life, right? Now I'm the one that came up with it. And I'm so glad that what I'm mostly happy about is that Red Purple Luffy led me to so many of you guys that I've been able to make a lot of friendships with and have a lot of games with and just have a lot of fun. Looking forward to seeing y'all at LCQ. This video will be coming out Wednesday. I wanted to give this video its own day, and yesterday, which would be Tuesday, we had the lock-in for 2XKO. Anyways, it's time for me to go get some lunch, and I will see you guys next time. This has been Marauder Music with 3-Piece TCG, Big Ol' Beard, Pirates TCG. Love you, love yourself, respect others. Peace.
Stuck up in it, stuck up in it. Stuck in it, stuck in it. I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change.